Hi, welcome to Rachel and Co. So I'm here with Natalie, who's one of the amazing people that is in my office. She's called Lips and Linez for anyone that's interested to check her out. Her Instagram will be down below. We've talked about parenting and relationships and really coming into your own and all sorts of different things. So if any of that takes your fancy, then continue to watch. I hope you enjoy.
We're here.
We are here.
I'm on your podcast.
You are. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thanks for offering.
You're welcome.
Offering to be on.
Yep.
From what I've seen, you do so many different things. Like I know you first as Lips and Linez.
Yeah.
So like your aesthetics.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? Skin
Yeah.
aesthetics.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a mouthful to say.
I know.
But I've also seen like your dancing stuff. You're obviously a mum.
Yeah.
I feel like you probably wear a lot of hats.
I wear too many hats, but I feel like it keeps me going.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing everything that I wanted to do now in my 30s that I was probably too afraid to do. So that's why I'm just like, I'm going to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like you said, I'm an aesthetic practitioner. I dance as well as teach.
Okay.
So I like training as well.
Mm-hmm.
I started pole dancing.
Okay.
Which I don't know. I think that now that I'm doing dance as a career, the fun element has kind of like gone from it.
Yeah,
so I
you need
needed
that.
something else to bring that out. So
Yeah.
and then, well, first and foremost, the most important thing is that I'm a mum of 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they take a lot of energy out of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like to do different things
Mm-hmm.
now that I'm okay to do it and I've got the confidence to do it. Yeah.
That's good. Nice variety.
Yeah.
So when you said now that you got the confidence means that maybe you didn't always have the confidence?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that all came from maybe my childhood. And I think that I'm 37, so we come from a generation where it's weird that the American's Next Top Model documentaries come out. I don't know whether you've watched that.
I've not watched it, but I've seen.
I think you'd find that
it.
really interesting because it really does show what we were raised on, especially my age. But being a dancer at that time as well, I think that it was all different. It wasn't as diverse as now.
Yeah.
So I just think that looking back, there was a lot of times in my life where I should have been protected and I was made to feel like I just wasn't good enough for anything. So at school, I felt like I wasn't smart enough. And then dance college, I wasn't thin enough. And I think that carries on with you through life until, funny enough, a lot of people in their 30s that I know completely change and they kind of find themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's what was happened to me if I just found myself now. And I'm like, right, I'm doing everything now because I knew that I had it in me all along.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what's so sad about like kids growing up with like all of these, like you have to be the best that you can be. Like you need to like ace all your exams and you need to be like this and that and like this ideal and then social media now.
Yeah,
I mean,
which is
we had a bit
worse.
of that growing up, but maybe not quite as intense as now.
No.
But yeah, it's just horrible what you get taught.
Yeah.
And then you believe that and then you've got to shed all of that.
Yeah. And I don't think you understand how much it affects you until you actually start to love yourself and you're like, oh, actually, I was good enough. And I think that I started to find that when I started to do heels classes, that was the turnaround for me that a lot of people are like, oh my God, you're so good. And I was like, really? And I've done dance since I was 4. So I'd done that until about 20. And I've never had like that kind of support through dance. It was always like, no, even like down to my colour, you know, it was really bad. So I think that's where I was like, actually, I'm really good. And then we didn't film ourselves when we were younger. So we kind of just believed with what we were told.
Okay.
But now when I look at myself, I'm like, actually, my weight doesn't define how good I can dance.
No.
So yeah, I just think a lot of things like that made me question whether I was good enough for anything that I actually wanted to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It sounds like if you're being picked apart, like every single part of you is being picked apart. Like that's just so harsh and unrealistic.
Yes.
And then you're going to criticize yourself even if you are like the best.
Yeah. Just didn't think I was good enough to do any of it, and that's why I gave up.
Yeah, that's sad though.
Yeah.
But it's good that you picked it up now.
Yeah.
But I guess you see that. So like America's Next Top Model, you can see how critical people are. Stuff like Dance Mums and all those kinds of shows.
Yeah.
You can see so much of like how amazing and talented these people are.
Yeah.
But then like the amount of criticism that they get.
Yeah.
And then just imagine what it's like for people that aren't on screen.
Exactly.
They're going to be somewhat wary of like, oh, the public's going to see me say this.
Yeah.
So.
And you kind of look at yourself and like, oh my God, so if that person's saying that about that person, they're stick thin. Oh my God. And I understand why so many people my age were in eating disorders, you know? I wouldn't say I had an eating disorder, but at one point I was really, really mindful about what I was consuming. And before you knew it, I'd lost like 3 stone. And it was just like I just had these tiny portions. But it's so strange because when I started Heels, I looked at pictures from when I was young. And I was really slim. But in my mind, when I was young, I did not look like them pictures. And it really made me upset because I was like, oh my God, I must have been really damaged. Because when I looked at myself, I did not look, the image I had was not that photo.
Yeah. It's like a body dysmorphia, I think.
Yeah. And I think that has definitely carried through my whole life.
Yeah.
I've always seen myself differently to what other people see.
Yeah, I think I've been quite similar in the way that I've kind of viewed myself, not necessarily gone through any kind of eating disorder necessarily, but like definitely
quite
struggled
mindful,
with. So like I, again, like you, I've looked back at times when I knew that I felt big.
Yeah.
And I look back and I'm like
what
skinny.
the hell? Like actually look good, you know? Yeah.
So it's just it's wild. Like but also like you can kind of have compassion with yourself at the same time by having that kind of what's the word, like foresight, like hindsight, I guess.
Just felt really sorry for myself. Because I think that if I knew what I knew today back then, I would have really been someone in that industry. And I just feel like I missed out on a lot of opportunities because of how I felt with myself, but it wasn't necessarily my fault, you know? And I feel that some of the dance teachers in general, wouldn't get away with half the stuff that they used to.
No.
But yeah, I'm glad that I've kind of overcome it. And I can also be that, I don't know, reassuring person to others. To be like, okay, well, if you're a little bit overweight, does that even matter? You know?
Yeah. And I guess it also helps you with being a mum too, and like what you teach your kids. And
100%.
You've been through that whole journey, so then you can help them through.
Yeah.
Because they're going to pick up stuff, because every kid does.
Yeah. Like even I've got a 14-year-old, and she even like right now she's like, about my weight. But I do make her feel like it doesn't matter. I'm not looking at your weight. You know, you're an amazing person.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be like, oh, you're not big, or I don't want it to be like that. I want them to love themselves whatever weight or however they look, you know. So I am very like vocal on that. You know, you're beautiful any way you are. And hopefully they won't go through the same things that I went through. You know, but it's a scary world out there.
Oh yeah, so scary.
Yeah, especially for children.
In some very big ways.
Yeah. Quite
So
dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah. I think social media has just made the world a lot smaller.
Yes.
So then there is a lot more risk.
Yeah.
So it's not just like it's not even that someone has to be near them to hurt them.
Yeah,
Like people
yeah.
can hurt them from the other side of the world, and
Yeah.
that's horrific.
Yeah.
So,
Like my daughter keeps asking me for TikTok, and I just can't bring myself to let her go on that, because so my daughter has autism and a speech and language disorder. Lovely child. Like, I don't know if you've met my daughter.
no.
No, I don't think she's come in. It's my younger two, but she is so lovely. Everyone falls in love with her, and I just don't want the world to break her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
I know
mean?
what you mean.
I think that if she saw half the things that actually happen on social media, that would completely destroy her character. So I know why she wants to do it. She loves to sing and she loves art, and obviously kids see other YouTubers now and whatever. Like, oh, I want to do that, but not right now.
No.
No. And I'm glad they're looking into banning it for under 16-year-olds. I heard this morning. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because at that age, shouldn't even be focusing on things like that.
No. They need to be living their life, like just being a kid.
Just being a kid, yeah.
Go out and play with your friends.
Yeah.
And
even that, my daughter doesn't go out of her room really. I'm like, I have to like coach her, like, go and knock on for your friends. They live just down the road. But kids, they just don't want to. They just want to be in their room on their electronics. And it's really sad. It actually makes me feel so sad for them. Because when I look back at my childhood, I had such a good one. That's one thing I'll say. Like, my parents really allowed us to get dirty and climb trees. And every Sunday, me and my dad would go on a bike ride. Just leave my mum to it, let her do the Sunday dinner kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're the things that I really look at and like, I'm so glad that I had that childhood. But it's hard for these kids because they don't generally want to do it. So it's like, I don't know whether I should force or not, but at the same time, they're going to look back and be like, I didn't really do anything in my childhood, which is really sad.
Yeah. But I guess there's also the problem of, even if they were to go out, who would they go out with?
Yeah.
So, like, you can take them out, but if they want to hang out with their friends, like, if their friends are encapsulated by online and they're not outside, then if they're outside on their own, then that's not fun.
So when they're together, they're just on their phones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I know.
And so sad.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it'll ever go back to what it was.
I really wish it would. But
yeah,
I think I was out all the time.
All the time. Come back when the street lights come on. Yeah. And we would just venture, and we would also feel safe. It's like, I kind of get it, because right now in this day and age, if my children were to go out, I'd rather than go to a friend's house instead of on the streets, because scary place. And I don't know whether it's become more because we hear about more of social media, and we didn't before because there wasn't social media, but I just feel like I'm hearing something every single week.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't help me want to just let them be kids. I'd rather them call their friends and just come round.
Yeah.
But they come round and then they're on the phone. So it's just like, oh.
Can't win anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's hard. But it's like it's just a whole generation, isn't it, that's different from ours.
Yeah. I think it is down to the parents, really. Because, again, there's certain things that I would stop my children from doing, that sometimes it's hard because they'll come and be like, oh, well, such and such mums, let's them do this. And it's hard to let them understand without scaring them how dangerous the world is.
Yeah. It's kind of giving them an age-appropriate explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you're right, though. I think it is about, like, what the parents allow and what they don't allow. If they're allowed, like, freedom to do whatever they want, then they're going to do whatever they want. Yeah. And that's not always their best interest, but... No.
I mean, you're seeing, like, teenagers with false nails going to school, false eyelashes, short skirts, and I'm just like, I can't believe what's going on, but I just can't let my children be like that, because it's not even at what they look like, but it's what they're focusing on. I don't want them to focus on that.
Yeah.
I want them to dive in their studies, because I know what it's like when you're not, and life is hard when you don't have them grades, and even the I don't know, just being able to follow instructions and things like that. I feel like kids are just so unregulated with like their emotions and things that they find it really difficult.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm homing into with my kids, is that, okay, just focus on this. You don't need to focus on boys. You don't need to focus on nails. You don't need to focus on what you look like. Just do this for these years, and then you can play, you can do whatever you want. The focus is way off for a lot of children.
Well, it's so overwhelming, isn't it? Overstimulating. So that plus social media or just online, everything is so like short form, and like their attention spans are just short.
Yeah.
So yeah, the more that you're able to focus them on, just do this one thing.
Yeah, just do that one thing.
You don't need to be so scattered.
Yeah. But even when you said about attention span, it's funny because me and Lee were talking the other day about even adults' attention spans, and how in films, in scripts, they explain the scenery more in films, so you don't actually have to watch a film to know what the scenery is and all these things. And I think it's crazy that the world has to change because of our attention span. But I actually find myself doing it. Like, I'll watch something and then I'm like, why am I on my phone?
Yeah.
And then sometimes I have to put my phone upstairs because it's like I naturally do it now, and just actually get my phone and start scrolling. I'm like, can we stop now? Can we just focus on
catch yourself.
Yeah.
I'm the same. It's like I sit down to watch something and then instantly I'm like,
why am I doing this?
There's no need for that.
Yeah.
I used to be able to just watch a film and just watch a film.
I
did film at uni. It's like, why can I not just sit and watch it?
But when I do that and I catch myself doing it, it's actually quite annoying because I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, it's got me. It's got me. But,
makes you defiant. It's like, no.
Yeah, as long as I'm aware as well, I think that that's when I can put my phone down and be like, actually, but our attention spans are dying. I used to love a book. Now it takes me ages to read a whole book.
Yeah.
It's just the way of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess like you can train yourself out of that though.
Yeah.
Because I think the difference is that like for our generation and older, like we grew up with longer attention spans, so it's not like our brain grew that way.
So we have that
neuroplasticity still. So we can kind of train ourselves out of that. I think it's maybe a little bit harder for kids.
Yes.
That are learning that shorter attention span.
Yeah.
Because they're growing that way.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the focus.
My kids, they can't watch a whole film. And that was just the way, And I just remember on a Saturday night, used to be like Gladiators, then Blind Date, then I can't remember what else, Price is Right or something. And we'd all as a family just sit down and watch that.
Yeah.
No phones, no nothing. But now it's like I put a film on and someone's jumping on the sofa, Adrian's got a phone out. It's just like, can't we just all watch a film? But it's just a simple thing like that. Really difficult for kids.
Yeah.
I should really introduce like days where we just have no technology. But again, for someone who is a single mum, I'm kind of depending on that for a little bit of time. Yeah. Even to just do simple things like cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're into. I kind of give up and just go on your Nintendo.
That's hard though, isn't it? Like
really
when
hard.
Like you're on your own and like that's something that kind of helps you do what you need to do.
Yeah. It is hard with no support as well. I just find that sometimes me being a single parent of 3, I've had to do things in a way where I really didn't want to. So I've always wanted to be a mum before I was a mum. And now the kind of mum that I am, I'm like in my feminine and masculine. Because it's just not going to work with me just being in my feminine.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily the mum that I want to be.
Yeah.
I want it to be that really soft mum and, the dad just sort it out. But yeah, it can be difficult sometimes. But I'm learning to get the balance. Yeah.
Yeah. And also maybe when they get older, then you can kind of go into your feminine side more with them.
Yeah.
like when they're not living with you, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It's
like
just time.
Yeah. And I think if I was to meet someone who's very sure of themselves and, you know, in their masculine, it would really help me to just be like, I feel like I'm always like, I don't know, just always got something on, always a bit overstimulated because I've got so much to do.
Yeah.
But I just want to relax. I just want to have peace of mind and just be a little bit supported.
Yeah. And I guess there's also like you're in the feminine and masculine with parenting, but also your business is going to be the same.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be in your masculine a lot with that.
Yes. Yeah,
I find the same.
Yeah. And I didn't think that I would actually, but I feel like at first, the first year, I was definitely my feminine. Oh, come in. Can I have a discount? Throwing out discounts all the time. Now I'm a bit like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
This is the price. I've got more boundaries now that I stick to.
It's important.
Yeah. It's important and it's good for me, but I feel like it's hard at the same time because it's a new Natalie that I'm beginning to get to know. So sometimes it's like, yeah, I've got these strong boundaries and I'm a strong woman, but then sometimes I fall into the soft Natalie and I'm like, oh yeah, but I really care about other people's feelings and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But I feel like as long as I stick to what's true to me and I'm really putting my feelings at the forefront, then everything else would just fall into place, you know? I have said on a podcast that I've done that, you know, I've lost friends and I think it's nothing personal. I think that they're just, the shift was a bit too much for them.
Yeah. You see that a lot. I see that a lot with like, well, through my journey of becoming a therapist, for example, like I was one type of person before I started and then a completely different one after and then still going forward. And there's loads of friends that I've shed because they're still at that point that I was at before.
Yeah.
And we just aren't compatible. It
just
doesn't mean that they're bad.
Yeah.
I don't care about them or that they're less than me. Like it's not about that. It's just we are completely different now and that's okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a normal part. And then it opens yourself up to finding people that do resonate with you better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm definitely in that place where I feel like it's okay to shed. I think before I was a bit like, oh, I've got to keep this person close or I can't hurt that person's feelings.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go with what they say. And now I'm just like, it just doesn't resonate with me. I feel like when I'm like that, I overthink and I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't do that. Or so, yeah, it's a good place to be when you know who you are and you know what you deserve from people as well. I think that I'm very fair. So everyone should, you know, especially my friends and family should be fair back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that takes a lot of confidence and strength in yourself to be able to allow that.
I think when I just look back, I'm just like giving myself therapy at the moment. So I'm like looking back, like, why did I do this? Why was I in this situation? And I think it is because I was a bit of a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And it was because I think I was trying to find my safe place in people. I think that a lot of the time, me growing up, there was stuff that I went through alone that I shouldn't have. So growing up, I was always trying to find love in people, and I've tried to find love in the wrong people. I think it's because I was trying to force friendships and relationships. But now I'm very much like, what will be, and who comes. Because I've been hurt doing it that way.
Yeah.
And I think the people that have naturally come into my life, the good people, it's not forced. They want to be there. They want to help me. They want to support me. You know, me being here now, it just took one of my friends to be like, "No, oh, you got a podcast the other day. Do you want me to have the kids?" Whereas before I felt like I just didn't feel, I had friends, but I didn't feel like they were there, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm in a good place with everyone. I'm in a good place with myself. And I think it was through going through really hard times and just having to like give myself that therapy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I think it teaches you a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot that you've got to let go of.
Yeah, unpack.
Yeah, and kind of just have like a real good look at like, I've been in some really bad situations, or like I've been around people that have made me feel so horrific, or I know that these situations weren't ideal, or I'm a version of myself that I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Like, how do I pivot?
Yeah.
What do I need to put down and change and whatever?
And it's, again, just having that time to get to know yourself again and be okay with the person that you are getting to know. And it took a few years for that to happen.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah. But I do have this one moment in my life where I think it was just the turnaround for me. And I just split up with my kid's dad. And I always remember I was in the bathroom, and you know how you have a little cry in the bathroom. And I said to myself, like, you can't keep living like this. What are we going to do? You know, you've got 3 kids on your own now. So what are we going to do about this? And then I just remember making this plan in the bathroom. I was like, okay, right. In a year, want to be in a good career. And then in 5 years, I want to do this, in 10 years. And then it was all like unraveling. I was like, okay. And the next day I signed up for college. I actually wanted to be a midwife.
Okay.
And I think that me having them targets to reach and doing them targets in a place where I really need to sort myself out. I've not stuck to the plan. The plan has gone off, but I feel like it's kept me going. So because I wanted to be a midwife, and then I was like, 7 to 7 shifts doesn't really seem realistic to me. So I was like, right, I don't think that that's going to work. Single mum of 3, 7 to 7 shifts, no. And then someone mentioned aesthetics, and I've always been like interested in changing faces and things like that. So I looked into it, went to a few masterclasses. I was like, yeah. And then within a couple months, I set up a business. So I think that whole being rock bottom, crying in my bathroom was such a turning point for me. And it's strange that happens to such a lot of people, doesn't it? Like they have to go through rock bottom to really change their lives.
Yeah, I always say, like, you can always tell when someone needs therapy, but it's only until they're ready that they can do that. And therapy is just being aware of yourself and wanting to make a change, basically. So that's what you went through. Like you have to reach that rock, whatever your form of rock bottom is. Sometimes it's a lot lower than other people's. And that's really hard to watch sometimes, because sometimes it's really extreme. But they've got to reach that to then make that decision. But the fact that your plan changed, like, that's fine. The most important thing is that you were always basing everything off of, what do I want to do, what's best for my kids.
And that's always been on the forefront of my mind. Because I've had such a good childhood, I really want my kids to look back and be like, oh, mum gave me such a good childhood. You know, and it doesn't always happen with the kids, but because I always wanted to be a mum, my nan from a young age was like, you're definitely gonna have kids. I was so maternal. Like, I see a baby, I was like, oh. I just think it was unfair if I didn't try my hardest to make sure that they did have a good childhood. You know, it was a bit out of my control how their dad was acting. So but it's in my control over how I act and what I give them. So, and so far so good, you know. They've gone on holidays, they've gone Disneyland, they do everything that a normal child with 2 parents do. And that was the actual main goal. So yeah, just have to keep pushing.
Sounds like you're doing an amazing job then.
Yeah. I do feel like I'm doing a good job. It's hard, but I feel like once you have a lot of good people around you and you feel a bit supported by your friends and family, that is good, because whatever I go through, I know I've got someone to talk to about it and vent and get it off my chest and have that adult advice. I mean, some people can't take advice.
No.
It's strange. But I always love the friend that will tell me, actually, no, Natalie, I don't think you done that the right way.
Yeah.
Why don't you try it like this?
Mm-hmm.
I always love them friends because I don't know it all. I don't have all the answers.
Yeah. But that takes a lot for you to be that way, because a lot of people, they don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
Like the arrogance is just because they can't take, they don't want that criticism.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can be like, I'm okay and I'm confident within myself to be okay with being wrong.
Yes.
So I'm going to take on other people's opinions.
100%.
Doesn't mean that you have to always accept other people's opinions,
No.
because other people's can be
Yeah.
bad, like we've talked about at the beginning. But the fact that you're open and can kind of like suss out, feel it out, see what's best. That's
Especially it's from the people I love. I trust what you're saying. You're saying it because you love me. And I think it's the deliverance of advice for a lot of people.
Yeah.
When you deliver that advice in a way where it can't be digested, then you won't listen to it. But when someone's sitting you down, it's like, no, actually, let's just talk about this. I'm always open to get that, because how can we grow without advice?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think like community and hearing from people that have been through things or are further along a process that you're on, right? Yeah, that's invaluable.
Yeah.
And people that just want to try and do everything on their own with no help, definitely being like
Yeah.
guilty of doing that. Too much in my own head about things. So
Yeah.
the fact that you can take on other stuff like is
Yeah.
you're winning at that.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you're open.
Yeah. Best way to be, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk a lot about like the relationships I've had, because I think that has been an interesting part of my life.
Okay.
And I think it shows where I was at in my life with the men that I picked.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, my kid's dad I actually met whilst I was going through therapy.
Okay.
Which I don't know whether that was... I think I was quite vulnerable when I met him. And I was the perfect candidate for him because he was quite narcissistic and
Manipulative.
Yeah. So I was perfect candidate, and it comes down to me trying to find them people that I could feel love from. I was definitely feeling that from him. But as a true narcissist, that's how they start, don't they? They love bomb the hell out of you.
Yeah, manipulation central at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just making you feel all the good feelings, and then they just strip that away, and it's like a watering down, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I think that happened after my first child with him. I've had 2 children with him. And around the time that I had had my first child with him, he lost his mum. And it was a really hard time for me because on the one hand, I just had a baby. So it's like an amazing time, exciting, like, oh my God, I've had this baby. But then I had to like look after my partner that is losing his mum. And it was really difficult. And I think that I supported him a lot. And then after that, after she had passed, not straight away, but I was looking for a little bit of support after that to be like, okay, right, she's gone through pregnancy with taking me to the hospital and doing this and doing that. And I just never got that support. And I think that it's actually funny that we're talking about this now, because I was talking to my friend yesterday about the men that we're trying to find. And I think like we're very in sync in that we're just trying to find someone that would actually be our protector.
Yeah.
I feel that my dad is such a good man. And I think that maybe he was unaware of things that was going on in my life before. But I don't think that I've ever felt 100% protected by a man in my life.
Okay.
And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, like, a lot of men think that women nowadays are just looking for materialistic and unrealistic love. I just want to feel supported and protected.
I think that's what a lot of women want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is where social media skews a lot of things.
Right.
But yeah, I think like naturally women want a man that can physically protect them, make them feel safe.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of men don't. And also make them feel emotionally unsafe too.
Yes.
So in every way,
yeah,
they're not.
And it's really sad because it's like, when you look around, there are obviously a lot of people in relationships, but I think that the good ones have been taken. So we've been left with like the leftovers. And even me talking to a few guys, it's like they've become quite feminine. Like they want to be taken care of, and they want to be looked after, and what are you going to provide for me? And it's just like, it really puts me off.
I honestly feel like there's a lot of guys out there that's just looking for a mum.
Yeah. And I've got kids, so I'm not looking to be anyone else's mum.
No, and it's such an ick. It's like, I'm not looking after you.
Yeah.
Like, you look after me.
Yeah.
So.
And it's such a manly trait when you find someone and they're like, you know, they're sorted, so they have the capacity to look after you. It just hasn't happened for me yet, and I think that's what I'm looking for. That's why I've been single for so long, because it was exhausting looking after my ex. It was it wipes me. I'm sure. I mean, I wasn't diagnosed with it, but I'm sure I had postnatal depression because I was just, I had nothing in me, you know. And I feel as well, you know, I've got 3 kids, and everyone's like, "Oh, will you have more?" I can't see myself having more. But I would like, the only reason why I'd have more is so I could actually enjoy that time. I don't think, when I look back, I think probably my oldest, I enjoyed it because I was at my mum and dad, so I had that support when she was born. But the others, I can't even really remember it because it was like I'm in survival mode.
Survival, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we split up a month after I had my son.
Okay.
And in that month, we had moved. So I moved when I think my son was like 2 weeks old.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, but he didn't help me with the house. He didn't help me pack up. But, you know, I was still bleeding whilst I was packing up the house, babe. And so that's what I mean by, I just want to be able to just relax.
Yeah.
And that's something I find hard as well, just to relax.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh my God. Relax your shoulders. I've got so much tension in me. So yeah, that's all I'm looking for. It's not really loads of stuff. Yeah, it's not hard. But again, it is social media. And sometimes I do think, like, with the way that I dance in heels, and it is quite sexual, that maybe I'm giving out the wrong energy to men.
Okay.
I feel like they look at me as in a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
And then when they're kind of like close to getting it, or they do, they're just like, no. I've done the challenge now. See you later.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, maybe it's what I put out.
It's what you're accepting, maybe.
Yeah.
I think a lot of. So again, kind of going back to like my journey, because I'm with a very great boyfriend now.
Oh, tell me.
But I, like you, have been through all sorts of different relationships, and some are a lot worse than others, but a lot of just accepting the wrong kind of energy.
Yeah.
And like me ending up kind of just giving my everything.
Yes.
For the other person. So I think once I was single for a couple of years, and I really just worked on myself and my confidence and all of that stuff. And then there was, you're like, okay, I want to foray back into the dating scene and see what things are like. Yeah. And then like, it's just, I didn't want to accept these types of people anymore. And it's like, oh, like, I don't want to look after you.
Yeah.
And I don't want this to like be all about like physical or like sex, and like I don't want that to be the focus.
Yeah.
So then I met my now boyfriend, and like he is like so in his masculine, like he's so like he's more of a like protector and whatever. That. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't ask anything of me.
Yeah.
He's not expecting anything from me. So it's just we're able to be these two individuals that are just working life out. So it's really nice. But it takes like being so boundaried and stopping these people even getting close to you.
Yeah.
You're kind of sussing them out from the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
what are you telling me?
Yeah.
It's something that, like, I always say is like, do their words match their actions? And if they don't, then it's just not.
Yeah, it's just not.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's like I will be talking to someone, and then as soon as they start talking sexually, I'm like, oh, here we go. Because it's just like, no, don't do that when I've just started talking to you. It just really infuriates me, because it's like, what were you trying to gain now? I'm not into that. I feel like I just really want a good connection with someone, and that's it.
Yeah. But it's no games, isn't it? I think a lot of people like to play games.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think it can become quite apparent pretty quickly if they're doing that.
Yeah.
It's all about, like, what are they prioritising? Who are they prioritising? Again, are you trying to get anything from me?
Yeah.
Like, is there something you're persistently asking for?
Yes.
How comfortable do you make me? All that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Haven't really found that yet, though.
No. But you just got to trust it will come.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't even know how I would find them, because I don't really go out like that. I don't even know, like, everyone's like, oh, you'll find them in Aldi or Tesco and stuff. And it's just like, I don't think so, because I look a state when I go to Tesco. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think so. But I honestly feel I'm not looking for anything right now. I'm very secure in being by myself. Even if I don't find anyone at all, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So it is literally a case of just finding that right person, and it will just happen when it happens.
Yeah.
And I trust in that. Yeah, I'm not looking for anything.
I think a lot of the time it can just be that you just live your life and then just be able to open yourself up to opportunities of meeting new people. Not even necessarily because you're looking for something. It's just, it's good to meet new people and diversify your life.
Yeah.
So, like, the more that you open yourself up to that, the more chance you've got of meeting some amazing connections, whether that's romantic or friendships or whatever.
But again, social media, sometimes, like, I'm okay with being alone, but social media will make you think that you're missing out on, like, if you're not in a relationship, you're missing out.
No.
But no. I think as well, you have to be realistic. Like, me talking to my friends and stuff, it's not all roses, you know? No. I remember one of my friends was like, you know, I'm in a relationship, but it's not the best. Like, it's not like, you know, like, I love my boyfriend, but he gets on my nerves. You know what I mean? So,
and there's a lot of learning.
Yeah.
Like, I've just said that, like, my relationship is great. However, like, there's also been a lot of, like, shedding of past stuff. So it's not always been easy. Like, there's anxieties that come up because of past things that I've then got to, like, work through. And there's loads of stuff. Like, it's not sunshines and rainbows all the time. But
so does he help you through that, or is that something that you have to, like, deal with yourself?
Well, because I'm a therapist, I overthink everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm constantly working on myself. So it's more a case of I communicate, this is how I'm feeling, but I don't make it his problem to fix.
Okay.
Because it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it's my internal thing. It's because of it's not because he's doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
It's
like, just what you've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, knowing that if he's if he's busy with something and can't see me for a day, then that's okay. It doesn't mean that he's doing something wrong or, like, being shady. It's just he's busy doing something or needing space, and that's fine. So it's just kind of regulating myself through that. So
relationships do teach us a lot about ourselves, and, you know, again, when I look back, I'm like, it makes sense why I was in them kind of situations, and it's a lot of where I was at. You know, I feel like the only guy that I've loved was in my 20s, and the reason why I feel like he was, like, my only love is because it felt so mutual. And I don't feel like I've had, like, a mutual love since. And that's why I actually, when I start talking to someone, I let them do most of the talking, because I know I'm a lover girl. You know, if I like someone, that's it. Like, I really fall deep. So if they show me that they feel the same way, then I know it's legit. But if I feel like I'm forcing, that's what I've done in the past. I've, like, kind of forced myself onto them. Yeah. Then it's like, do they even want to be in this situation?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just let them do the talking. And also, just like you said, I see the actions with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can do a lot of talking, but you're going to act on it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So don't just say, like, do.
And it's not hard.
No.
And it's really annoying because, again, it's like a lot of men don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to this guy, and I've known him since I was 18, and we've been good friends, but we were like talking about, maybe changing it up. And I was like, okay, because he lives in just outside of London. I can't remember where he lives. Can't remember the name. But I was like, oh, when you going to come and see me? And it's like, well, when are you going to come and see me? I'm like, I'm not going to do that until you kind of make the effort. Well, why does it always have to be the man? And it's just like, oh,
no,
babe, you're not for me. Because if you wanted to, you would.
Exactly.
And I think that everyone has a choice in what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you choose not to do something, especially when it's something so small, then you can't really be that into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't matter how far someone is. If I really want to go and see them, I will.
Yeah. Especially if it's like just to hang out.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that we have to, like, it's just literally to hang out.
You don't want a relationship that's just online.
Yeah.
Like,
or
not
I
romantic
feel
anyway.
pressured to have to do something. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that it should be a two-way thing, especially if it's like a long distance thing.
Yeah.
But I have 3 kids.
Exactly. Like, by him wanting to be comfortable, it means that he's overstretching you, and he should know.
Yeah.
Actually, for you to come to him, like, it's way more effort than the other way around.
Yeah.
So, oh no, I do actually want to do that. Maybe every now and then you'll come to me, but I know that I'll probably have to come to you more just because it's hard, practically.
Yeah. And
it's not hard.
Again, little princess he was.
Yeah.
And I'm just not here to save anyone anymore. Mm-mm. I need saving. I'm in the thick of it. I just feel like I'm just so busy at the moment. I just need someone to be like, Nat, just sit down, make your coffee.
Yeah.
And it's hard as well with, like, like my family. My mum and dad have been together since before I was born, married. And a lot of the time I'll kind of tell them, and it's not like they're dismissing what I'm saying, but they just can't relate to it.
No.
So it's like, they'll say, oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Right, we've gone through it. And it's like, well, you haven't actually.
No, you've been together forever.
Because it's little things like someone getting me a coffee or someone being like, Nat, just take 5 minutes upstairs. I've got this. Mm-hmm. It's them little things that I feel like I need. Mm-hmm. And when you don't have it, and it's just like, oh my God. And the kids are like, I'm hungry. And they're like, oh. Yesterday, I just got a takeaway because I just didn't have it in me to cook.
Mm. Yeah, you wonder if tolerance gets so much less.
That's what it is.
You've got so much going on.
Yeah. That's what it is. And, like, going back to me losing friends, I think that when a friend can't see that I'm in the thick of it and I need a little bit of support instead of them feeling that I should always be there for them and not being able to read the room to be like, actually, Natalie's going through some stuff right now. Like, let me just back off a little bit. I think that's where I'm just like, see you later. Mm-hmm. Just leave me alone, because I can't be there for everybody.
No.
And I think that's what's burnt me out before, that I'm trying to be there for my family, my friends, my kids, my job. And it just got too much.
Yeah.
It got way too much. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm in a good place with people that don't make me feel like that.
Good.
Yeah. Which actually, it just helps with that pressure.
Yeah.
Don't feel so pressured that I have to be there for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I guess, like, when you know that they're not expecting anything from you, and it is so, like, such a nice, like, collaboration with someone, like, they'll help you at the drop of a hat. It makes it feel a bit easier to then also help them, rather than 100%. Someone that just wants to take, and you are going into that knowing, I'm going to be exhausted after this.
Yeah.
Right? My energy is going to be zapped in this. So
that's what I used to do, though.
Different.
Just say yes. And then even when I'm doing it, I'm like, I don't really want to be doing this. Yeah. But I just want to make that person happy. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't, it's not fair on me.
No.
And I feel like, again, I've gone through a lot of life with people not really caring about my feelings, which has made me quite a hard cookie, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not malicious, it's not personal to anyone. It's just that I'm sick of being walked all over.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got boundaries now. It's good.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think that as soon as someone was trying to challenge my boundaries and I stuck to it, I'm like, yeah, this is the Natalie I like, you know, because this is what it is, and that is that. Yeah. And if you can't understand that this is good for me, then, you know, there's no me and you, really.
No. And that's in any relationship.
Yeah, yeah, any relationship. I think the hardest to be like that is with family.
Yeah. There's a lot of expectation with family.
Yeah. I think as well, like with my family, my dad being from Jamaica, so growing up in a certain way, my dad can't break out of that. So when he feels challenged, he's seen it as a disrespect. And I'm trying to talk to him in an adult way for him to understand. I didn't get raised like you. I've got raised in England, very westernized. So we got brought up to say how we feel. Whereas they got told, you know, what's the word? Seen but not heard.
Yeah.
So we do clash sometimes. But I do understand that it's hard for them to break out of that. I'd done sociology at college for the midwifery course, and there was actually something, I think it was generational, I can't remember the name, but it's a thing where some people just can't break out of that.
It's hard when it's culture.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like they grow up with that, but also like it's so ingrained in them. Because of like their parents and that's what they grew up with. Everyone else around them is like that. So it's hard for them. It's like that's the whole world. Yeah. And then if they've then come to a different culture. Yeah. And everyone else is different. It's like, why are you like this? Yeah. And then it's hard when it's family that has that different culture. Yeah. Because they expect you to be one way, but then you're also immersed in a different thing. Yeah. And then that's when you clash.
I think that's where I had a really tough time in my teens. I think I had a bit of an identity thing where I didn't actually know who I was. And I think that was part of the reason where I was being brought up as this in this strict Jamaican household. But then the kind of school that I went to a school where it was all like the rich kids. So all my friends had like mansions and swimming pools in the back and no boundaries, and they could do what they want. So it's different. Like it was really hard to know what was right and what was wrong. Yeah. Because if all my friends are doing it and I'm doing it, and then I come home and I get told off for it, it's just like, what's right and what's wrong? And I really rebelled in my teens, the worst time of my life. I ran away from home. I'd done all kinds of stuff. And when I look back, it was a cry for help. You know, when I ran away from home, that was with the guy that I was in love with. And I just wanted to feel loved. And when you're in a household where you go out to your friends and then you're being called back because you haven't unpacked the dishwasher. It's like, I started to rebel. I was like, no, I'm not coming back. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not. I want to be like my friends. And it was really rocky when I was a child. But I think it was literally the generational thing. So now I'm very aware. I'm very aware that I can be quite hot-headed as well. So I do definitely take after my dad, and my mum and brother are very similar. They're quite stubborn. We're very quiet until you hit that line and we're like, but I do try and make my dad aware, like, you know, sometimes I have to say what I need to say. Yeah. And it's not a disrespect thing.
No. And I guess also when you've had... Because although mine's not a cultural thing really, mine's more of a religious thing. Like I grew up like in Christianity.
In church, yeah.
And then I grew up in a not.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that too. And I very much lived like a bit of a double life. I wasn't that rebellious outwardly necessarily that people would notice, but I was rebelling in other ways. But I think when you grow up like that, where your identity is so split, I think after when you integrate those together, identity becomes so important and you become so defined. If someone tells you what you should be, and you're like, no, this is who I am.
Yeah.
So if anyone tells you otherwise, it's like, no.
Yeah. And I think that was a big thing for me. It was just like, this is how I feel. And I don't think my feelings were very valid for a long time. It's just like, well, it doesn't matter if you feel like that, you shouldn't be doing that. And it's like, my parents definitely done the best they could, but I think they were just seeing it from one lens in a way. But even now, I have to say, I'm nearly 40, so this is just the way I am.
Yeah.
You're
the way you are.
I'm not changing. Yeah. And I think I'm just more outspoken than anyone in my family.
Yeah.
So if I need to say something, I'm going to say it. I'm just trying to find a way where it's digestible for my parents.
Yeah.
So they understand I'm not being disrespectful. It's just that this is just how I feel.
Yeah, you got to express. And again, like you said, like from suppressing yourself for so long, then it becomes like, okay, that suppression really hurt me and it really made me feel a type of way about myself. Yeah. And I'm not doing that anymore. So I am going to express myself. Yeah. But I love you and I want you to understand. I want you to meet me where I am. Yeah. So I'm going to try and say it in a way that you will get it. Yeah. Because I need to do what's best for me, which also means that you have to kind of get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, just respect and listen.
Yeah.
I think it's I'm working on my tone. So it's the deliverance. But I was talking to my brother the other day because there was a little bit of I wouldn't even say a disagreement. And I was saying to my brother, it's not. I think that because of things that I've gone through in my life, there's certain triggers. So if someone is telling me I'm doing something wrong or in the wrong way or anything like that, my body just totally I go into defense mode straight away. So I'm like, what? No. And I know that that's some trauma from my past that I need to sort out. But I had to explain to my brother, that's why I acted like that, because there's some things there that are unresolved.
Yeah, touched a nerve.
Right. And I don't think that the reason why I don't really go into things from my childhood with them is because I don't think they're going to see it from my point of view. I don't think that they're there yet with themselves to understand what I was going through, because I don't want them to think that it's personal, but they have some factors of why I feel how I feel and I act how I act.
Yeah.
But they're amazing parents. I don't want it to come across on this podcast
no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But parents are trying their best and it's just it's hard. It's hard to work out. You're going to make mistakes.
Right. We all do, don't we?
Yeah. But I think I see that a lot with my client work, is that people will say, I've been through all of this stuff, and a lot of we'll kind of go through where it comes from. Doesn't mean that we go backwards to blame.
Yes, yeah.
It's just to understand.
Yeah.
And then to try and move away from that.
Yeah.
And it's not always necessarily that you need to have those conversations with your parents. It's just trying to understand, okay, I know why they did that. Yeah. Because they have these beliefs, or look at the way that they treat themselves or whatever. So it's just, okay, they were hurting, or they have this kind of belief or whatever, and that's why that kind of came across to me. That hurt me. However, I just need to shed that.
Yeah, literally.
And also look at maybe they're different now.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have that belief anymore and now they treat you different. Or maybe there's other ways that you can kind of confront that issue. Yeah. Without having that straight conversation with them.
I think me and my brother are quite loud characters. And I think that as soon as my brother moved out of my mum and dad's home, I think we had such a better relationship, all of us, because it wasn't so on top of each other. And do you know what I mean? I think now they kind of miss us.
Yeah.
Which lets us have so much of a better relationship, and even like to support me with the children. You know, they do work long hours, and they're getting older. But I think now they look at me and think I could have actually been in such a worse position than I am now, and I've done really well to where I've got to. Yeah. That they got so much more love and, you know, respect for me. Yeah. You know, and sometimes, like, you know, from disagreements, I'll say, you know, like, I'm not a bad person. Could have been worse. You know what I mean? That I could have, you know, but that's for any of our children. Like, there's so many avenues in where we can go. We can be somebody really good, but then we could also be in a situation where we need a lot of support. And I think it's just recognizing someone's journey as well, and just being like, oh, you've done really well. I think that that's really important to tell somebody, like, you've done really well to get to where you've gone. You could have gone complete opposite direction. Exactly. And it really could have, you know, like things that I've dived into and people I've been around, I could have, you know, I could have been in a real bad way. So I'm really proud to where I am now.
Absolutely. And I think kind of tying it into what we mentioned at the beginning about like how quick people can be to criticize all the time. Yeah. I think like people also, I think things are getting slightly better in some ways, like especially like the community that we've got here at Native and stuff. Yeah. I feel like people are quite slow to compliment. If they notice something, they'll clock it in their head and maybe they'll tell someone else, but rarely will they actually tell that person in that moment, oh, I love what you're wearing today. Or like, oh, I watched that thing and it was so amazing. So I love that. Yeah. So I think the fact that they're able to now acknowledge like your journey and how they've seen your growth and like how well you've done, like is amazing. Yeah. Compared to where you were before.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it does make me feel good. Yeah. That they can see it now. Yeah. So I always felt like I was seen as just not who I was. But now they definitely see the person I am. So yeah.
I think there's always that natural want to make your parents proud.
Oh yeah.
So hearing that from them, like, is just such a nice feeling. Not
it
necessarily that you need that, but like it's just so nice to hear.
It is. I think, just like I said, it's not needed, but it is nice to hear from your friends and family. Because it's just like, okay, it's actually, you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. It's noticeable. Yeah.
Yeah. But thanks for coming on, though.
Thank you
it's a good chat.
For letting me come on. It's been a really good chat. Yeah. Nice little therapy sesh. So thank you.
No, thank you. I'd love any other time that you want to come on. It would be great to have you on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you.
You know I can chat away.
Thanks for watching this episode of Rachel & Co. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed filming. If any of this has spoken to you, or you think of anyone that could do with having a listen to this, then please share, like, comment, subscribe, follow on my Instagram. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify, I'm on so many different things. So all the links will be down below. Give Natalie a follow and listen to her podcast. Again, all the links will be down below. But yeah, thank you, and I'll see you next time.